Hi, everybody. Guess where we are? Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. We are here at Get Down and Dirty talking art and why art. We're here at WJZZ, the coolest, WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. You can watch us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook Live, Instagram, and other social media platforms. We are here with the amazing Cameron Jenkins. And I just wanted to say that my co-host Calibri is not here this evening, so I'm winging it, but I got this wonderful guest who's Cameron. Calibri's home with her kids this evening, so hi Calibri! So this is Cameron Jenkins. He's a mural artist. He's a faceted, got many talents. He's a fashion designer. And so tell us about yourself, Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me first. So yeah, like you said, like I do a bunch of different stuff. So when you said fashion designer, I'm kind of like my feet are still getting wet in that.
That's
right
okay.
now,
You
so
still got the fashion.
Yeah, definitely. It's something new for me, and it's just like it's something I've always wanted to do. So it was just kind of a decision I kind of made because it's almost like I be having so many ideas, and it's like the fashion was just.
Sometimes ideas don't they just go fly? I call them fireworks.
Yeah.
It's like.
Oh yeah, I be having like I normally have like a list of like everything that I just want to do. I'll get the idea, put it in my phone or whatever, and be like, okay, well, I'll do that after this project, and it just keeps piling and piling and piling and piling.
I know. Then I make the list up and I can't find the list. I write it on a piece of paper.
Oh, that's why I keep it on my phone.
That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that.
I do everything on my phone or computer because I ain't never got to worry about keeping track
of where it is. It's in there. It goes into that somewhere land.
Yeah. Paper thing is not me.
Oh, I know. I hate paper.
Yeah.
So tell us, when did you start doing art? When, at like what time in your life did you start creating?
It's kind of, I feel like I always tell people it's two kind of times I started. Like obviously like starting when I was just doodling in school and stuff like elementary school. Like I always like doing art, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's like third grade, whatever. Yeah. Like every
Didn't
kid.
you tell me yesterday you used to color on the walls?
I don't remember that really. I mean,
yeah.
I don't really remember. I mean, I think every kid kind of did that. But like, I feel like really starting was probably, I want to say like my freshman year. No, senior year of high school was like when I really kind of got serious with it. When I got serious with it. But I think like me really making like work and pieces that like was me was like my sophomore year of college.
Okay, and where did you go to college at?
I started at Oakland Community College. Then I went to Kendall School of Art and Design, and then I went to Wayne.
Okay.
So it was I was doing like 3 different things throughout school because I was jumping back and forth, leaving.
So what were you kind of doing when you were in school?
Graphic design and then drawing.
Okay, what did you like better? I take it the drawing.
No, honestly, the graphic design.
You like the graphic design?
The graphic design because I like tech, like I love technology. So It was like the drawing, I liked it, but it was always kind of scary pursuing it because I was like, I don't know if I can make a job out of this. So it was almost kind of like the graphic design is like I know I can do a job with this.
Right.
So that's what I like that more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you doing graphic design now, or are you just you still are?
I still do. I do a lot of graphic design, but the graphic design skills I got help me build my business because it's like if I need flyers, video edits, whatever, I can do all that myself now. I can do all that shit myself and save a lot. Yeah, and save a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it really helped me.
Okay, that's very cool. That's very cool. So, what was your first, like, were you selling your work when you were in college, or were you?
Definitely. Yeah. I was just telling somebody this yesterday. I was selling my work so fast that the teacher couldn't.
You were talking to me. Wasn't you talking to me yesterday about it? I think we were.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when we was outside.
Yeah.
It was selling like so quick that the teacher couldn't even grade it sometimes. But I mean, I was happy about that though, and that's when that's why I left because I was just like, oh well. I'm already kind of doing all this, making money. It was just a lot of stuff going on at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I just dipped.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the thing that you love? What do you love to do? You said graphic design, and then what would be like your next big passion?
Oh, graphic design is not my passion. I'm just like
you're just doing it to make the money.
Yeah. At the time, I was doing it just because like it was a career, and if I was gonna pick any career, like I picked the graphic design. But passion, like I love. I tell everybody all the time, music. I'm a way bigger music head than I am art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the music is...
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
wow.
Like all my videos that I make, you know.
Oh, so you do videos too?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I like the videos I make. I'm always using working with different artists, and I like a lot of my friends are music heads. They make music, you know.
I think we have one of your. These are. He's still looking. Okay, we're just kind of looking over to see some things. We're not putting up the pictures yet.
Oh,
so
fine.
yeah, that's cool. We're kind of like really laid back here, you know, kind of a thing.
No, I like it.
So yeah, so we're gonna show him. Let's show some of your T-shirts. He brought some T-shirts here. They're pretty cool. Now he designed these, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
so kind of hold them up to the camera, maybe like right there.
Right here. So like I was telling Debbie, the people I worked with, this was the first one we kind of did with the logo camouflage on there. I was telling her camouflage is kind of like a rework of my name. One of my friend's cousins always called me that. So when I was coming up with the name for the brand, that was just first thing that came to mind.
I love it.
So it's like with each drop of like my pieces, we like kind of put.
No, this is cool. I like.
We put
this.
one of my own personal pieces in the actual merch. So with this one, just for the summer, we wanted to do kind of a summer thing. So we did an upside down sunset. So you can kind of see the black is the trees, and the top of it's like
awesome?
the sun setting with the blue.
That is awesome. Now that's a tie-dye.
Yeah, these are all handmade by me.
Oh, you make them too?
I make everything.
I
so
love it.
including this. So like this is the next one. So this has one of my original pieces on it, telescope with the tiger on it right
that
here.
Is so
kind of
cool.
taking inspiration from those wolf spiritual tees.
Right.
But that's the thing. So this was an original piece, the tiger on here, telescope. So it's like with each drop of a piece, we do so much with it. It'll be merchandise. It'll be a music video for it. There'll be like the behind the scenes.
That is so cool. So you have music videos that go along with your T-shirts.
Every piece. So it's like it's almost kind of like you getting when you get. It's just not a painting.
It's a package.
It's a package. Yeah, you're getting everything. So it's like, and I did that too because it's like somebody who can't afford the original piece still has a way to get their hands on it.
Right. You might have to teach some classes. That is really cool.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that.
That is very cool because there's so many artists out there that don't know what to do next. You know, they make the artwork, but they're not sure on how to do it. And how do they get it out there in the world and stuff. So if you're that is really cool. That is so cool.
Thanks.
So yeah. So what inspires you? What is like your inspirations? You know.
I know I keep saying it, but it's honestly like music.
Just kind of music.
Yeah, because it's with all the pieces I do, like my process for each one is I'll have a track, and because I love like all different genres of music. So depending on what I'm doing, it's because most of my pieces are always like they're a story from my life.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, almost every single one is like they're all stories, and they go from super personal to like just maybe something I've seen, but they always relate to me in some way. So when I'm coming up with them, it's like I had a story from like my life or whatever the hell's going on around me, and I had the music almost kind of sculpt the piece in my mind. So it just all depends on what I'm doing. Like for this one, like the Tiger Telescope one, this was about a long distance relationship, and so I had a bunch of songs playing with me, and this was during quarantine, so I was watching a bunch of like sci-fi movies and stuff like that. So I had that sci-fi kind of aesthetic already in my mind, and then I think I was listening to like a lot of house tracks at that time. And
so what are house tracks? What is that?
It's kind of like I'm not the one to ask for like this. It's like because I don't want to say it's something that's not. It's almost kind of like electronic, but a little bit more like not low tempo. It's like people put it under the umbrella of electronic.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to describe. I really wouldn't know how to like the exact word to describe it. But like I'm saying, like for every video though, it's I try and do different genres because my taste is always so like diverse. Yeah. So I'm always trying to just give people something new with each one.
I love that. So when you're painting at home or stuff, do you paint a lot at your house? Do you have a studio or where?
I'm a house guy.
Yeah.
Definitely a house dude. Like I can't. Like I had the studio before, and it's just not me. I feel like if I gotta get up and drive all the way to a studio, I get tired. I'm like, man, fuck this. I can't.
I know. Like, sometimes in the middle of the night, I'm like, I'm gonna go down and work.
See,
I don't have to go.
That's too much. Like I'd rather just get up and go in my living room.
Yeah.
And just be like, let me just do something.
Yeah.
It's too technical. I feel like at that point, like I'm getting up to make something. I can't just like and drive.
You just can't make it. You just got to. It's like when the inspiration hits, you got to go and you got to do it.
Right.
Yes, I got it.
It's time consuming driving all the way.
I know.
I'm cheap too. I don't want to pay for no studio.
I got that. Because studios are expensive.
Yeah.
You know, and then unless you're sharing them with a whole bunch of people, then you got all the interruption. I says, nah. You know, so let me see. I just got my little notes here. So let me see. So just tell us more about yourself. You know, you grew up where?
I stay in Farmington Hills now, and let me see. You want to just know, like...
Well, just kind of where you grew up as a kid and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah, I was all over from Farmington Hills, Southfield.
Okay.
I was just living in Royal Oak over here, so pretty much all over, like, the metro area, pretty much.
Yeah, that is so cool. I love it that music inspires you. I think that is like you know, when you're painting at home, do you have the music cranking?
All the time.
Do you?
All the time. I feel like in the past year though, like I kind of chilled on it a little bit just because I more so like had movies and stuff playing, maybe TV shows.
Yeah, I gotta have noise in the background.
Oh, definitely.
I gotta have noise all the time. It's either music or something. It's gotta always. It's kind of like an always
I never make
do,
stuff in silence. Yeah.
You know. So let me see what other things. I want to talk about the mural over at Cameron actually did the mural that's on Jefferson, the
did the one on
Myers, huh?
The one on
The
Larned.
line, it's on Myers.
Larned. So like there's Jefferson on this side, and then on the opposite side.
Oh, okay,
Larned.
I didn't know what.
Yeah, no, it's just like a lot of people think I did both sides, but no, it's just the Larned
I
side.
didn't know there was another side.
Yeah.
Oh, who did the one that was?
Desiree Kelly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I've never been there yet.
Yeah.
You know, so all right. So he did the mural that was on Larned. We have to go check that out. I thought it was over there on the main thing. So tell us how you you had a cool story about that. How you found out about that.
Yeah. So one of my friends, he sent me the, what do you call it? What do you call it?
Like the link or the?
No, not the link. I guess he pretty much just sent me the email.
Yeah.
For the guy who was at the head of the project. And when I applied, I was late. I was like, I think 4 or 5 days late applying. I didn't know because I didn't get the actual proposal package that they had sent or had put up. And so when I wrote to him, the guy was like, "Yeah, Cameron, you know, you a few days late." And I was like, "Oh, could I still apply?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll make an exception or whatever." So after probably about 2 weeks, you know, I was going back and forth, texting him, calling him every other day, just trying to get more information because I never got the package. And so he had talked to me so much, but like when it came time to actually pick the artist, he was just like, "Well, I know you the most because I've been talking to you. I've been talking to you every day." So it's
that's so cool. That's nice to get that personal relationship.
Yeah. So I was just like, "Hey, let's go." So when he called me and told me I picked you, I was just
well, how excited were you?
I was so excited because I didn't have a job too at the time. So like I told you, like I wasn't working, so I was just like, "This is perfect." So I was kind of like, when people ask me, "How long you been doing murals?" It's like I had been doing murals like here and there, but it was like that was a huge next step, like for me doing like small little, because I did my barbershop and smaller places.
Yeah.
So that was like a huge leap in me being thrown into something huge, and I was just like, let's just get it, like, you know.
That's so cool. So did they tell you what to do, what to paint, or did they?
Yeah, we kind of like, that's the thing. Like I did have my own original idea for that, and it's just kind of like working with corporate. I was learning like you had to kind of meet in the middle so much, and in the end, that wasn't really what they wanted to do. So it was just kind of like, I was kind of just told to just put fruit and some vegetables up there. At first, I was like pissed, but I was just kind of like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just gonna do this project. I mean, if I'm gonna be like told what to make, I'm still gonna make it look amazing, like in my own style. So
did you have to like sketch it out? We're gonna take a really fast break. I didn't realize what time it is. We're here at WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world with Get Down and Dirty Talking Art, and I'm Debbie LaPrade, and this is Cameron Jenkins. So you guys make sure that you go on Facebook Live, like, share, comment, do it all. Please comment, share. So we're going to get back to Cameron now. I just want to do that short little WJZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right. So I get my little thing in there. So did you have to like draw it out or show them what was going on?
It's funny though, like with the one y'all, like with all the sketches I gave in the beginning, I sketched those all out, like even colored them. So I was actually taking time to make those because I was making my own original piece. With the one they gave, with the one I ended up doing that y'all see now, honestly, I put that together in Photoshop. I never sketched that. I spent like half a day just finding images that I liked and putting it together in Photoshop and just made it. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, because I was just kind of like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it like super, like, because I love, like, in everything I do, I always like telling people I like my stuff to almost look like a movie poster.
Okay.
Because it's like I love like that kind of cinematic, dramatic, dark shadow a lot of time type stuff in my like work.
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe we can get one of the photos up of the mural. He wants to, so hopefully we can get some photos and we can kind of talk about a lot of the photos, type of thing. So so when did you guys start? When did you start painting?
On the mural?
Yeah, the mural.
I don't even remember. I think.
Okay.
When was it? I could literally check on my phone. The thing was, it took like a solid 2 months.
Okay.
To like really finish. I always tell people it's kind of like just a solid 2 months.
Okay.
I started in July.
In July. And when did you finish?
I finished. I'm literally looking at Instagram right now. I finished in August.
In August. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool. This is some of the photos we have up. So you want to? I mean, we're kind of jumping around.
That's my new mural.
This is his newest one. So talk about that one a little bit.
This one's at Avalon Village, and this one's this is one of my own
that's ones that
personal ones. Yeah,
okay.
like this is at the STEM lab.
Okay.
So since it was a science center, when she asked me to do this, I was like, please let me do this because like I told you, like I'm a sci-fi fan and I love I'm a big nerd. Like, you know, I love that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so when she said a science center, I was like, let's go, let's do this. So it's protons, and so inside each one of these protons is gonna be like a different little world inside. So in that one,
they're not seeing that one yet. They're just seeing the one on the right. So that's the one they're putting up right now.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
they just it's just protons floating in space.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because I went over there. These are photos from yesterday. I got to go over there. I got to see the Avalon Village. It was very, very cool, type of thing. And what is the lady's name that's
Mama Shu.
Mama Shu. Yeah.
And so we're doing a whole video for this one too.
Really?
Yeah, I literally just shot it last night. So I'm doing one.
Oh, you were talking last night. Did you put the music and stuff?
I'm doing it. I'm doing this one at night though this time.
Ooh.
Yeah,
so it's kind of deflecting what you're doing over there with. And how did that turn out last night?
Pretty decent. We're gonna do another like shoot too, just to get more B-roll footage. But yeah, that's why I said like each video I do, like the video, the music. You know, it's just as important as like the final piece to me because it's
it have to be.
I just always tell people like I like to think about the work I put out if I wasn't myself. Like if I wasn't me and I was looking at this artist making all this stuff, what would impress me? What would make me be like, ooh, I want to buy this. Ooh, I want.
That's a great story.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like a lot of times I'm not saying I get bored easy, but it's like I know what like gets me going, and I'll be like, oh damn, like that's dope, like that's like, you know. So I'm like always trying to. I don't want to say impress myself, but like make something that I know.
Do you think challenging yourself?
I feel like I'm not really challenging myself because it's like, it's more so like I'm just making like what would impress me if I wasn't myself.
I like that.
I know that sounds kind of weird.
No,
like,
I understand that totally. It's like I'm looking at that. Would I like that? You know, if it wasn't me.
Yeah, and I feel like everything I put out, even if it, like I don't even get like a huge response, I'll be like, damn, like I really did that. Like this shit was dope as hell. Or like I'm in love with like.
That's so cool.
Whatever.
Okay. So we got another photo up. So that's kind of the.
That's the other side of it.
That's the other side of it.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't in shadow. Like
I know.
I told you that.
Because the sun goes from.
Yeah, if it wasn't in shadow, you could see it. Like, but that's what when I take pictures and video, I'll brighten it up and stuff.
Okay.
We have lights out there now.
Yeah. So when did you start this one?
I started 2 weeks ago.
Okay, and when do you hope to be completed by?
At the end of this month.
Okay.
End of this month is my goal. So
that is very cool.
It's just the weather.
I know.
I should have been there today working, but I told you I just want an off day.
Sometimes you just gotta take the day, and I think it's gonna rain tomorrow, or it's gonna be cold. I don't
know. We gotta see.
Yeah. So explain to them what this building is. You said it's like the science.
Oh yeah, so it's pretty much a science center.
Okay.
It's on a shipping crate.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's what I think.
Yeah, I like
cool,
it too.
Is the shipping crates.
It's like I feel like every time somebody asks me to do a mural, it's never on a flat wall. It's always on something crazy. Meyer was
Do you find it challenging when it's like on those bumps and stuff like that?
Definitely. Like it's sometimes because I used to do all brush, hand and brush for a lot of my stuff. So that's a whole job in itself. You must doing double the work depending on the surface you're going.
Okay.
This ain't too bad. This ain't too bad.
Okay.
I'm using a lot of spray paint on this one.
Okay, yeah, because I came up and he had all his paints out and his spray paints and this and that and so like that. And he had like paint in a can, and he had spray paints, and he had other tubes and stuff like that. So it was really pretty cool. So here's I don't know if we can blow that up, but this is kind of one of the I know the picture on there, but isn't that representing what you were kind of thinking about? Is the space and stuff like that on that picture? Is that what you kind of use? Do you always have like a picture so you can kind of follow, kind of give it an idea?
Most of the time I like put one together, like a mock-up of what I'm gonna paint.
Okay.
And sometimes I may just freehand it. Like depending on what it is, I may just freehand it. But most of this, I mocked up.
Okay.
I'm using a bunch of different reference pictures for this one because it's
cool.
So drastic in each
the way it kind of yeah, that's really cool. So tell people where Avalon Village is.
It's off of what we're on Avalon Street in Highland Park.
Okay, yeah, that's right across from what was that building you described to me? And I knew exactly.
I don't know what that building is, but
it's
there's
just
a mural.
building and there's a big mural that says something about vote or something.
It says "Your vote matters" on the wall. Yeah, on the building.
Yeah, and then you just turn. If you're coming from downtown, you just turn left, and it's right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there. I'm sure. I mean, people in HP, I know they definitely know it.
Yeah, isn't it? I think I read that it was a whole city street, a whole block type of thing.
Oh yeah, she owns that whole block, and she's putting a soccer field. She's got the basketball court.
She's got the basketball court, and I met the artist that was doing the basketball court. And what was that gentleman's name?
Zoo.
And he's doing a freehand.
Faces on the court.
On the court. That was like I was standing there watching. He didn't know I was watching. I'm going, wow. You know, it was just really, really cool. So we can tell them a little bit about Mama Sue. That she had her one son died. He was very young. He was hit by a car, and then I wasn't the second one just killed a couple. Was it last year or something?
I'm pretty sure it was this.
Yeah, that she has lost both sons, and she's doing this, giving this whole potential for the kids to, she's giving back to the community and helping her through her grief and stuff like that. And she was also on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. And they actually gave her some sort of looks like a prefab home or something like that. It was really cool. So this mural that we're seeing right now, that was the one that was across the street. That's one of those freight things too.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
But it's a very, very. I just kind of took a picture of it.
Oh yeah,
it's
beautiful.
It is. It's a really cool, and she's got grass, and she's just got all kinds of stuff over there for everybody and stuff like that. So it was really cool. It was very, very, very cool. You know, so okay, we got another picture. This is just another picture.
Oh yeah, that's just a reference picture.
That's your reference picture.
Yeah, I made that in Photoshop.
Okay.
But that's how I work with a lot of them. So when you make it in Photoshop, you can just see what you're actually gonna put on the building.
Okay.
So it's like if I just need to know what colors look like next to each other, and stuff like that.
Okay. So when you're doing the murals, what kind of challenges do you come across, or just other than weather?
Well, it's definitely the weather. It's the weather, and just like honestly, like life outside of it, because and that's one thing I'm learning now. Like all my friends who do murals, like we just be saying like, if you're outside, especially like in the summer, you burn up in the sun all day, and you gotta do some late. Like I remember once when I was working on Meyer, it was like my friend's birthday, and I had worked like all day, and I got off probably at like 8:30 at night. Drive home. Once you get home, shower, wash all the paint off you. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And you're exhausted.
Yeah, and it's like then go right back out
the next morning,
like to the club or something, and it's like it is. I mean, that's something not like that. Isn't a necessity going to the club, but
right?
Like,
but you gotta go and have some fun.
Everything else though, like if you just life stuff, it's just even the smallest stuff like grocery shopping, it'd be like tiring to do because you be outside. Like it's almost like you build it. Imagine like working outside all day, and then I mean, obviously people got harder jobs. I'm not trying to say I got the hardest job, but you know what I'm saying? It's exhausting. Yeah. You know, it's exhausting.
So is Myers your largest mural so far?
Yeah. Definitely, like that's definitely.
How big was that at Myers? Everybody's got to go down to Myers and
68. I don't know why I want to say like 68 feet. I don't know.
Wow.
It's huge, you know.
That's so cool. That's so cool. If you guys want to put up the other photos, that would be really cool. I think that was one of, I guess it's some of his work. We're just kind of scattered. We're just being the artist. Now tell us about this piece of art. I love that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's it's a warrior.
It is so
cool. It's a warrior, but it's a musician. Her name's Dawn Richard.
It's very cool.
And I actually had a chance to meet her.
You did?
Yeah, she's one of my favorite singers.
So this is on canvas, I take it?
No, this is just on a regular piece of paper.
Really?
This is like when I said like I like the graphic design stuff because this is like when I was combining a lot of digital stuff with like my regular drawing. So I hardly ever do pencil drawings. This is like the first pencil drawing I've done in like years.
Okay.
And then I think I did this in 2017. I
Okay,
think I don't know,
okay.
but yeah, it's of her in this costume.
Did you give it to her?
No, but I gave her other artwork though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I made this after I met her.
Okay.
And
what kind of singer is she?
Electronic.
Okay.
She does like a lot. She combines like R&B with electronic. So
That's very cool.
yeah, it's really dope. I love it.
That is very cool. So do you still have the original or?
That? No, somebody bought it.
That's cool.
Oh, so I was gonna say about the graphic design.
Yeah.
That's the red on there. I did that with digital like graphics and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I just thought it was just really powerful because I love red. Now here's another one that we're going to be putting up. So tell us about this guy. Tell us where you are.
This was in Grand Rapids on the beach.
Wow.
I made this. I made this after coming out of a relationship. So
Okay.
I wanted to, like I said, like now that one with Dawn, that one wasn't really like a personal story for my life. I
it's
did
just
that
somebody
because
that's just a musician.
I love the artist, you know, and I love that picture. But that one was so a lot of time, like during this time, I was making a lot of stuff. My stuff was like really heavy, like super metaphorical. So that one was about it was called Stranger, and it was about like kind of like the phases you go through in a relationship. So
Right.
it was like I got the moon phases on the side of that one down there, and it was about like, you know, think about when you start a relationship with anybody, whatever.
Right.
You all start off as strangers,
Right.
and you go to being friends, then like best friends,
And
then
then
the lovers, like whatever.
Yes,
But like
yeah,
each one of those,
yes.
each one of those
You
phases
got
of the
this.
relationship
Yes.
was a phase of the moon, and so I thought about like having the moon, how the moon's controls the ocean's tides.
Oh, I love it.
And so that's why I did it on the beach. I made this literally on the beach. So
You did?
There's a music video with this and me doing it on the beach. I worked with a whole bunch of my like one of my friends. There's the ropes. We
Yeah, I was
tied.
going to ask you, what were the ropes for?
The ropes were kind of like to symbolize, you know, like when you have a ship tied to the dock
Okay.
in the ocean. So it was like a bunch of ocean aesthetics tied into that story. That's what like a lot of my work was like at that time. So I'm always taking a concept or something in the world and kind of relating that to something in my life.
That is so cool.
Just so people can know the weight of what I'm talking about. So it's like if somebody says, "Oh, I love my wife," or "I love my whatever," I just painted a picture of like whoever I'm with, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to give it a lot more meat, so you know what I'm telling.
Because they always talked about, I've been an artist for, I'm going to say how many years, but I learned many, many years ago, when you're taking that piece of artwork and you're selling it or giving it to that person, they want to know your story.
Yeah.
That is like the most powerful thing, is like that story about that piece, you know, and what it represents and what it means and what it means to you. So they're going to take it home and they're going to look at that and they're going to remember that all the time. That is just, I just love hearing stories of artists. I really
Oh
do.
yeah, because I got like thousands. Like
That
honestly,
is
for all of them.
so cool. We're going to take a really fast break. We're going to let you know that we are here at WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Get down and dirty talking art, and we're here with Cameron Jenkins, the amazing multifaceted artist. He's an artist, a mural, and a mural painter, and a fashion designer. So and a graphic designer, which I did not know.
Yeah.
And he also dibbles in like music kind of thing.
Kind of.
Yeah. So he's got it all covered.
Yeah.
You know, he's got it all covered. So, okay. You want to put some more pictures up, guys? How about the one from? Oh, here's one. I like this one. This one is going to be coming up. No, tell us about this one.
Yeah, this one. Now, this one I did like a whole behind the scenes for. So what I started doing is I started getting people these behind the scenes videos. Because a lot of times people didn't know what I was making or what I was telling, especially a lot of my older stuff that's super metaphorical, you know. So there was some of them I let people just kind of interpret, and there's certain ones like I really want people to know the story. So with this one, it was called Trust to Try, and like everybody who knows me knows like I'm a huge Michael and Janet Jackson fan.
Okay.
Like I love them, like like everything they do. Like I'm a huge fan. So with this one, I was looking at this concert like Janet had, and she had this song called Trust to Try, and it was like this rock kind of song, and it was just interesting to me to hear this and see this performance. This like performance was so like intense and just wow.
Yeah.
And at this time in my life, I was like doing a lot of new stuff. I was moving. I had like got a new job. I was just doing a lot of new things, traveling like a lot more. And I feel like all the time, like in my life, I always be having like these moments where I'm like, oh, I'm nervous to do something. I'm nervous to do this, and I don't want to be like
Right. You're scared you can venture.
I don't want to be like a
outside
little bitch sometimes, and I just be like, I don't want to take that leap of faith. But it's like I realized like every time I kept doing that, I was it was pushing me, and it was like some stuff was happening like I would have never even happened to me if I wouldn't have took that risk. And so it was like I wanted to kind of show that feeling I get whenever not nervous ain't the right word, but just kind of like
maybe scared.
I don't want to say scared, but like I mean, I guess nervous.
Yeah.
Like when you're taking that leap of faith, and so it was like I wanted to compare that adrenaline type of feeling you have
and
to
you're
like
putting it on your pants.
to like a rock performance.
I love it.
Yeah, or like metal, because I'm like a huge rock and metal head too.
Yeah.
So that's why I had this. So I wanted to have like that's why there's fire. It's like that performance is intense. It's called Trust or Try because it's like even though that's the title of her song, I took that title and kind of turned it into my own meaning, like kind of trusting the process anew, and like trusting
so cool.
risk taking.
So when is that done graphically or is that done? Did you paint it or?
I painted all that. It's a little bit of color pencil, a little bit. It's a lot of marker on that.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of marker.
And how big is that one?
48 by 24, so it's at 4 feet by 2 feet.
That's a pretty good size.
Yeah.
And so is it in a collection? Does somebody have it?
Yeah, no, I kept that one. It's on my door.
Oh,
I took that one to New York for my first show.
What was your first? What was your first show? What is that?
It was in.
And what was your first show?
Not my first show in New York.
All right, so you did an actual like a art show there?
Yeah, no, that's not really my first show in New York. My first show in New York was for the visual aids, postcards on the edge, gallery showing. This one, the second time I was there, it was in the Black Wall Street, and that was more kind of focused on me.
How was that?
Really, that was a wild trip. That was such a
So how many pieces did you have?
I only brought like 4 or 5.
That's so cool. You must have been. I would have been just like ecstatic, nervous, excited.
I was more excited the first time because the second time I went, I was going to really because I was seeing somebody out there. So I was more focused on that.
Okay.
The first time I went out there.
You're going to see somebody out
there.
Yeah.
The first time I went out there, I was really excited because that was my first time in New York, and I was happy that it was for something that huge, like my art. And I went out there.
It's huge to go to New York.
Yeah,
oh my God, that is like so cool.
I went out there with my best friend too, so it was like it was fun. Like it was nice.
How long were you guys out there first time?
4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, not too long. The second time I was out there for like almost 2 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is so cool. So did you paint when you were out there? Did you work or just have fun?
No, most of the time, honestly, like whenever I travel, I never do anything art related.
Good.
Like honestly, like I always separate that from like not separate it, but it's like I know when to choose.
You need to go. Just when I ride my bike a lot, I say it clears my brain.
Yeah, I got a lot of other interests outside of art, like a bunch. You know.
That's so cool. That is so cool. So talk about that last art show that you were at.
It was at the Black Wall Street Gallery. Black-owned art gallery had just opened up. So the story of us actually, I'm telling you, like the story for that is so long because I kind of travel around with this group of artists, and we went to Tulsa for the Black Wall Street.
So there was other ones.
Yeah, well, I went there for my friend's show, and I went with him and like a bunch of other people, and we went down there to go to the Crystal Lake Gallery that was in Alabama. I'm getting that mixed up. We went so many places, honestly.
And it probably all jams together.
Yeah, make a long story short, though, the guy, he was really like messing with us, and so he said we opening up a gallery in New York, and he's like, you all can be the first ones to show out there.
And you're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so we ended up going out there, but getting out there was crazy. We ended up having like real bad issues getting there, and we had to end up taking a U-Haul to get there, and we sat in the back of a U-Haul.
No way.
And it was like, it was 6 of us, I think.
I know, like the U-Haul van.
We ain't take the truck. We took the van. Luckily.
And there's no seats in that back seat. You
No,
got that front seats, and then you just got that metal seats, and it's like
it wasn't like terrible. It was terrible. But on the way back, I told you I ended up staying out there like 2 months. So they had all left, and I
it's like,
yeah.
bye guys.
Yeah.
So how many? You had 4 pieces. So how long did the show run?
It ran for 3 days, I think. Yeah, 3 days. But I only showed up for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you sell anything when you were there?
No, but like I said, I wasn't
it was
really.
Just a presence.
I wasn't really focused on the show, honestly.
Okay.
I was seeing somebody out there, so I was like, I went to go do that.
Okay.
You know, but it was still like a dope experience. Like met a lot of people. I ended up linking up. Yeah, so many dope creatives.
That is so cool.
It was just really nice.
That is so
cool. Should I be closer to this?
No, you're cool.
Oh,
You're cool. You're cool. We got any more pictures? We can put them up. So that is so cool. So you have any gallery shows coming up? Are you?
I got 2 pieces right now, and what's it? Sword and Shield. Not
Sword and Shield. Yeah,
is it Sword and Shield?
I think so.
I always say it wrong.
It's on Woodward and is it Adams?
Yeah. I got one there, and then I have this piece, the telescope one, the tiger, in the Torch of Wisdom auction right now.
Okay, that's the one that's doing the auction and stuff like that. Yeah, I get them mixed up type of thing.
Yeah, so just those 2 right now. Like I make work really slow.
Okay,
Compared
that's
to
okay. That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's very cool. So do you have any more murals? Well, winter's coming. Are you gonna be doing anything?
Oh yeah, I got a lot.
You do?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, a lot of people got at me after I finished mine.
Oh, I bet you did.
So, but you gotta keep in mind, like I finished mine at the kind of the end of the summer.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of people getting at me then. So I kind of had to decide which ones I was gonna do before it got too cold. So the rest of them are all indoor murals. So I got maybe about like about like maybe 8 more. I'm doing the one I'm excited to do is this indoor school.
Where at?
Northridge Academy in Flint.
Oh, how
So they're having me redo the entire gym.
That is good.
But
are
the
you
fun
gonna do it
thing-
on the whole walls, or you can do it on the floor? Or?
Walls. The fun thing about it though is like whenever, like I mean any artist can say this, but when they let you have creative freedom.
Oh God, are you going nuts? Are you having so much fun?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of it's yeah I'm gonna go crazy on it, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of funny because I feel like I got like my real work and then like kind of like the stuff like that I do for murals. Like it's still me,
Right.
but it's like you collaborate with a brand, so it's like y'all kind of meeting in the middle.
Right.
you know.
Right. So what are you gonna do for the school?
I don't know. I ain't thought about it.
You don't know yet.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm taking one project at a time.
Oh, that's so cool. I know my brain would be going. Okay. No. Get back.
I'm just excited that
That's so cool.
do
Maybe
it.
they can put some more of their photos. Oh, we got one up. This is one. Tell us about this.
Oh, that's
one.
Meyer.
That's Myers. Yeah.
No, that's Meyer. That was a progress picture.
Yeah, that is very cool. I don't know if we have a full out shot of that. So, how did you like getting up on the? Was that scary up there? Are you okay with heights?
No,
Okay.
I'm fine. I mean, I've been on the
How
scaffolding.
tall is that scaffolding? How tall did you go up?
I don't even know how tall that wall was. It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Like it was more like I've been up on like cherry pickers and stuff like that before, so that was nothing.
That was nothing.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, and two is like I gotta finish it, so it's just like I ain't really care.
Okay. Do people come and watch you?
Oh, like, honestly, there'd be so many people talking to me, I had to ignore them.
It's like, guys, I gotta work.
Yeah, honestly, like I had to ignore so many people because there was so many people coming up to me, especially at the end. Like when I was finishing, it was just like. There was this one dude who came there like almost every day to talk to me, and I just had to ignore him like the last week. Cause I mean, because I was rushing to get it done.
Yeah.
Because they wanted it finished.
Right.
you know?
Right.
So
On that mural, did you have to put a coating on it, or did you put?
they did all that.
Okay.
They put the coating on there and everything. I mean, all I had to do was just get up there and
It
paint
just
it.
did the painting.
Mhm.
That is so cool. Didn't I see a picture of you signing it or something? I think it was a little video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really be signing them too much like that. I mean, I'm still gonna be signing them. I got a stencil made now, my logo. So that'll just
That's cool.
That'll just be the
That's
signature.
cool because that'll be your signature
Yeah.
piece. Another thing. That is so cool. So, okay, let me see. So, just keep talking. Keep sharing. What else? Type of thing. So, I asked about the challenges, your projects coming up. The Avalon Village was because when I read her story, it was just kind of like, wow. That was very.
What she's doing over there is really beautiful. Like,
Yeah, and it's in Holland Park. It's in Holland Park, and I didn't realize she had the whole. I didn't drive down the street. I should have.
Yeah, you gotta I mean,
should've.
she's still getting everything together over there. I mean, it's like how much more stuff she has, like she's gonna put in there. It's just crazy. Like I said, it's gonna be a tennis court and stuff.
That's gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
That is gonna be so cool. So it kind of gets a place for the kids in the neighborhoods to kind of come and hang out and stuff like that, kind of thing. That's really cool. So let me think. What else? I don't know. I'm just all over the place today.
That's fine.
So so have you done like a lot of paintings and what kind of shows have you done like over here, like in Detroit? Weren't you hanging at Henry Harper's? Were you up at Henry's upstairs? Did you ever show up there or no?
No, I've never.
No.
I'm not. He's got some of my pieces, but I've never did a show.
Oh, okay. I thought you were upstairs in his little gallery.
Oh
up
no, I
there.
didn't even know he had one like that.
Yeah, he's got on the third floor. He's got a little cool. It's just a little tiny gallery.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty cool. So isn't that who gave you the information about that?
Yeah. He's the one who sent it. I mean, he's always
we
sending
belong
stuff.
to the Detroit Fine Arts Breakfast Club, and it's about I think about 2,000 of us right now that are just members.
Oh,
Kind of
I
thing.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
it was
we
2,000.
found. Yeah, it's about two. And they have people from. We've had people from all over the world.
Wow.
It was like coming on a couple times, on the Zoom stuff, and it was pretty cool kind of thing. 'Cause it's like a whole group of artists where we just all get together and we all support each other. We share each other's, and there's always openings and stuff like that. So that's very cool. So you got some more tell us about your clothing line. What else you got coming? What else do you do?
So, like I said, with the clothes, like I love fashion. I'm always been a big fan of fashion and stuff. I think it's just kind of like I said, I've always got my hands in like everything. So it's like I'm always exploring with ways of just creating stuff because I got like a million ideas. So the fashion was just kind of like the next step, you know, and I thought like the perfect.
It's gonna be like what I know you were talking here too, and you also have like a weed brand or something like that.
It's not really a brand. It's just like whatever like I feel like I want to work on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like obviously like since I smoke, I had like I wanted rolling trays, I wanted lighters. You know, especially like a lot more of my like sexual or like just explicit stuff. I thought it'd be cool to have like on a lighter. Yeah. But it's kind of hard getting that made because like Bic wouldn't really do that for me.
Oh, they wouldn't?
Yeah, no, they said no nudity or anything like that. Oh, but I'm like, it's a lighter. Like you kind of want something a little edgy or like whatever.
Yeah,
because
people would like that.
It's whatever. So that's when I moved over to the rolling trays because I was just like, oh, they'll let me do whatever I want. And I thought it'd just be cool, like to have like you know like again like I said, letting people get their hands on the work even if they can't afford or not once they can't afford. They just say they don't want to buy like the original piece and spend that type of money.
Right.
You know. So it's fun though because it lets me experiment and lets me do a lot of different stuff. Yeah. And that like I said with the fashion, since I love the fashion, me making my own work on it, I can experiment with different ways of playing with it, and so it's still really original to me. So I'm not starting from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got some leverage with something already that's an image.
So like your T-shirt, did you actually tie dye that yourself? Yeah. That's a challenge.
But this is just literally me getting my feet wet. Like if you were to really see what I'm really about to do, like with the fashion, like this is just me starting.
Oh, I love it. We'll have to have you back on for the fashion. We'll have to have a fashion show. And him go, you know, give me one of the medals.
Definitely.
And that's cool. That is very, very cool. So, yeah, so talk about, and you said you went to school in Kendall, and Kendall was in, is it Grand Rapids? Is that where it is? Yeah.
Yeah, I lived there for, I think, 3 years, I think.
Okay.
But I was back here so much. Like, I was driving back, like, all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had like stuff going on, work or whatever, like shows, you know. It was hard for me to like. Well, too, I don't want to say that. It was just I was getting a lot more work here in Detroit,
right.
And then like it's like now I'm in the mindset now of like definitely going out of state because I've been traveling a lot. So it's like,
where would you like to go next?
That's hard to say. Probably Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I told you I just got back from Peru.
Right.
I'm upset Peru. I was in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you went to Peru too?
No, Puerto Rico. I don't know why I'm upset Peru. Yeah, Puerto Rico though, but that was crazy. But yeah, so like a lot of traveling too, like really is what I put in my inspires like a lot of my work too.
Okay, so you're gonna be taking your work to like out of state.
I'm really trying now. Like New York was like the first stop.
That must have been like they know it's we were talking about it with Mr. Dozier that there is a what is it? It's like Miami Week or some big huge art show that's down in Miami.
Oh yeah, when they had the murals.
They're just all kinds of art.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of like a mini version of Art Prize.
Oh yeah.
It's called Miami Art Miami or something.
Something like that. One of my friends, he stayed on there, and he's always telling me about coming down there, and I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. I was just in Tampa too. Like that's the thing. I was just in Tampa like 2 months ago. Okay. So. Like I'm getting down there. It's just like I've been like all over the place in the past 2 years so much. It's like just visiting different places.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So where would you like to? Do you want to stay here based in Detroit, or do you want to just like be?
Oh, I definitely want to like get. Like I'm the type I never stay somewhere too long.
Okay.
Like I make a lot of, and I kind of chilled on this. I used to be making like a lot of like just random decisions at the last minute. Like when I moved from Detroit like 4 years ago, it was just remember the night before I moved, I was just like, do I really want to do this? And I was like, this is a mistake. This is a mistake. And I just did it. And it's like it makes me think about like that's a huge life-changing event, you know what I'm saying? But like I just don't stay in one spot too long.
Okay. So where do you hope to go? What did you said you want to go to Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm
just to visit or to do art or to
either probably more so visit than do art. Like when I said I don't really have a lot of staples like of stuff I like. Like I'm living here. Like I kind of just go wherever my next thing kind of
wherever
takes
your next
me.
thing is, yeah.
Yeah, like you know, it's like no pressure for that. Like I keep life very simple and easy for myself.
I like that.
Because I used to not be like that mentally. So now I keep it very chill and like no stress.
So do you work every day on your art?
Definitely not. No, I take huge breaks. And too, like I said, like a lot of my stuff's inspired by my life. So it's like I never force anything. I got like a bunch of ideas on my phone, but it's just like. Whatever's happening around me, I kind of make. Like, I'm working on a piece now, but it's like I work on it. Like, I literally just dropped a video for it this morning.
Okay.
But it's like, whatever happens, like, you know, say I'm in a relationship, I travel somewhere, mad about something, and like whatever. It just all depends on however I'm feeling. I mean, I think that's like most creatives.
Okay,
you know?
that's cool.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself like when you're really working, do you have a certain time of day that you like to work, or is it just kind of whenever?
Definitely night.
I'm a night person too.
Definitely night. I think I get most of my best ideas like.
I think I call it my brain kind of calms down a little bit, and I kind of slow, and I can just kind of like focus a little more.
Yeah, it's like I got like that 3 a.m. gap. Especially like one thing that's really fun too is like if I'm like if I smoke and then I'm laying in bed and like just in the dark. This sounds depressing. If I'm laying in my bed, like in a happy way, like this is. I mean, it's like when you're falling asleep, you're laying in bed, you just got like a nice song or something. And I told you like I live in music.
Yeah.
And my mind is just giving me images in my head. Or even if I'm sober, like my mind will always give me images in my head, and so that's how I'm able to make these pictures like this. It's like I'll be seeing it.
You can actually visually see it.
I can
see
like how I want to.
So cool.
Yeah, but it's been like that for years because like I was doing that even as a kid when I was unconscious. Like I remember, like my mind always like absorbs music as like videos, regardless if it even has a video or not.
So it's like you have a video like going inside your head.
Yeah, and that's how I'm able to make.
Cool.
That's been happening since I was like really young. Wow. So I can do that with almost, especially if it's a song I like. So that's what makes me really want to get into creative directing. That's why like I'm directing my videos because it's like I have it in my head. I just got to make it come out.
So cool.
Yeah.
So do you play any instruments or anything, or?
Not now, no. I mean, I love to sing.
Oh, do you?
I love to sing like a lot.
So
like
cool.
I sing like to myself a lot. You know, my friends make music. Like one of my best friends, he makes music all the time. So of course I sung over some of his stuff, but that's just us playing around.
Oh, okay,
like,
so you're not, you're just singing to yourself and stuff like that. You know, singing in the shower we call it, or just singing wherever. You know, that is very, 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 very cool. Wow, that is so neat. So yeah, so when you were in high school, were you painting and doing your artwork type of thing?
Oh
still
yeah. Oh my God, I was such a weird kid in high school. I mean, I still am now, but like,
no.
I feel like it's like I'm more like in touch with it.
Okay.
Like I feel like at that time it was like, I don't really give a fuck. And now it's just like, whatever. Like,
so where'd you go to high school at?
North Farmington.
Okay.
Yeah, North Farmington, and I was doing art there. I feel like I was just always just doodling all the time. I was drawing so much anime.
Really?
I was, oh my God, like
anime was really popular.
I mean, anime is still really popular.
Is it still really big?
Definitely, like huge. I'm a huge anime head. Like it's I've kind of chilled on it. Like I mean, just because I don't watch as much as I used to, but that's all I was drawing. But I've been an anime head since I was like, literally a kid.
Is anime done on the computer? Is that like the?
I mean, yeah, like it. They got like the comic books and then like the actual. Show and stuff like that. But yeah, no, like I was drawing a bunch of that, and then I feel like senior years when I was doing like more realistic stuff, like that's when I actually started painting.
Oh really?
And I was honestly doing a lot more sculpting.
Really? What'd you sculpt?
I was just sculpting a lot of animals, and I was doing a lot of like artifacts. I was doing like animals as like artifacts.
And like out of clay.
Plaster, clay. This all depends. I got like I was doing stuff from like ancient art. Like I don't know if you know what op art is. It's
no.
It's called like out of place artifacts. They're like the Nazca lines in Peru. They're like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was making a lot of artwork based around that type of stuff. It's some of my favorite art. And normally like I'm never like I'm an art fan, but I'm never like referencing a lot of art or artists. But I'll definitely reference that period because it's ancient and it's so like just interesting to me. I'll just nerd out in that period though.
No, that's cool. that's very, very, very cool. So you really go outside the box. That's what I like.
But that's the thing, like that's what I like doing. I love pulling from that, but then I'll pull from, I don't know, like a song and like a rap song or something and put that together with that. I don't even know. Like I'm just saying, like I love like whenever like I'm building a piece, it's almost like I'm just pulling stuff and like putting it in a bag, like just like taking those concepts, this color palette, and just so when you building like something up, and I look at it and be like, damn, that's me.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite color?
Blue. Blue.
Okay.
I mean, you can see.
Like, I can see the blue. Yeah, blue. Yeah.
Blue is like.
Is your color?
It's like blue and black is like my favorite colors together, but blue like as a solid is like I'm like obsessed with the color blue.
That's so cool.
So it's almost like in everything I make, almost all the time.
There's always some blue in there.
Yeah.
Well, that one piece that you had on the on the thing over at the village, there was some definite.
Yeah.
There was a lot of blue and stuff.
Well, because I'm
You're making it like the night.
Yeah, and then too, I made that one myself. Like again, that's me not being told what to make.
That's cool.
So
you're just doing it on the front. You're not going around the sides.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, like, do the whole thing. I'm like, that's more time and more money. So.
That's yeah. That's very, very cool. So everybody's gonna have to get over there and go check that out. It's really cool. And I'm going down to Myers tomorrow. I gotta go check it out.
Definitely. Make sure you're going on the Larned side.
I am going on the Larned side. I am.
They got the bottle return over there too. And that side's like huge. So when you walk up on it, you'll definitely see.
Okay, yeah. Because one of my friends just posted on Facebook. He lives in my complex, and he said he loved it. Yeah. He just said it was so cool in there and stuff like that. And I mentioned back, and I said, go check out the mural. I haven't looked to see if he said anything about it. I always thought you were doing the front one. I didn't know, but that's very cool. So were you guys working simultaneously, the artists in front and you guys together?
What do you mean?
Like was he working on his at the same time as you were working on his?
Oh, it was a woman. And,
it was a lady. Okay.
Yeah, she was working on hers. I was working on mine. Yeah.
Okay. That is very, very cool. That is so cool. I'm going down there. I gotta go check it out.
Gotta check it out.
Gotta check it out. So, do you do like personal murals for people in their homes and stuff like that, or do you just?
Not really in their homes. A lot of times, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I kind of turn those down sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, not, and definitely not because of them it being a small project. Like I'll do anything. Nothing's too big or too small for me. It's just sometimes like again, like if it's something I'm kind of being told to make. Like, especially if I ain't got.
I think it's better to be able to let me be creative.
And I understand a lot of times, especially when you're working with a brand, it's like you got to kind of you got to like meet in the middle. You know, I completely understand that. But sometimes if it's something small like commission work, like I don't even do commission work anymore because it's just
that to me it seems very stressful.
It's honestly stressful because like most of the time the person asking for you doesn't know
what they want,
or not even just that, just the art game in general. So it's like they think it can be done in a week, or depending on what it is, they think it can be done in a week, or they don't want to give you a deposit, or they don't want to do, like, you know, it's a whole bunch of stuff that they don't understand, and then it causes like conflict. So it's like I dealt with a lot of that when I first started. Now it's like I got contracts, so we don't even do no bullshit. It's just like sign this, give me a deposit, and if you're not with it, then on to the next person.
We're gonna do it.
Like for real, because it's just like I was burned too many times.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, but they're describing what you want, and when you're doing it, it's like, no, that's not what I want. It's got to be. That would be like.
I was with a guy one time, and me and him went back and forth on this drawing for I think over 2.5 months, and it on like one part, like it was like some shoes, and I was just like. After that, that's when I started doing the contracts, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah. That was
crazy.
Very cool. So, what do you see in your future? What do you see?
Honestly, like I feel like my work now is kind of like this. How do I say this? It's like really, you can tell it's really like comic book, visually. I can't describe it. It's like it's kind of like this. If you put like in a blender like nature, comic book, and like a movie posters. It's like I feel like it's kind of like them three things together. Yeah. But like the more I keep making stuff and the more people I keep meeting, I feel like my stuff is getting a lot more like well-rounded and versatile.
Where is your videos at?
Instagram and Facebook. It's mainly on Instagram. Like I use Facebook, my videos are on there, but it's like I'm 1,000 times more active on Instagram. My Instagram is this is all lowercase CAMO, so camo period camouflage CAMOUFLAGE.
We'll put that on our page, so anybody wants to go check out his Facebook page. I mean, Facebook, Instagram.
That was Instagram. Facebook is just regular camera Jenkins.
Right. But we'll put it on our page, so that anybody wants to go check it out and stuff. Do you see maybe your videos maybe going? I don't know where they, like the music videos maybe going into the music world or anything.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I already work with musicians now. Like I've done album covers, singles, so I feel like I'm always gonna be in that music realm and that music creative director realm. So the more I keep doing, I keep seeing me go further and further into short films.
Cool. Yeah. So okay, we're gonna kind of wrap it up here.
Oh, good.
So we want a positive note. Something positive. What would you say, even for anybody? Just something.
I'd say keep an open mind. If you're creative, always keep an open mind. Be ready to explore, and be ready to explore and inspire.
I
like
that.
A little cheesy, but
No, it isn't. I think it's really cool. It's like it comes from the heart. I call it coming from the gut. Kind of a thing.
But nice.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you. We're so glad that everybody was here. We're on Get Down and Dirty Talking Art with WJZZ, the coolest TV. I'm sorry, here we go again. I'm always doing this wrong. WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. Get Down and Dirty Talking Art. You're here with Cameron, and I'm Debbie LaPrette. And hey, Cody Bree, we miss you. She'll be here next week. She was anxious to meet him, but we'll have to come and check you out on the mural and stuff like that.
I want to say too, appreciate y'all having me.
Oh, we're really glad you came.
Yeah.
I'm just like really glad you came.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have. I would like to see your clothing line when you get it together.
Facebook and Instagram, you'll definitely see everything.
I will. I will. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys all have a great night. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Yeah, what's up?
We're done. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I started like, I don't know, I'm just